MP Supriya Sule tweeting out about this incident and slamming the Maharashtra government. She said, and I quote, "This situation where criminals have no fear of law in the state, crimes against women are increasing at an alarming rate. Investigative agencies should try to prosecute the accused in this case in a fast-track court and give him a death sentence." Let's go over to my colleague Yesha right now for more. Yesha, we understand already that this incident that's come in, this is the second gruesome killing of a woman in the past fortnight in this area itself. Just last week, we had carried reports of a woman's headless body that was found near the Uttan breach in the area. This is perhaps what Supriya Sule is referring to when she's saying incident after incident is taking place. Can you bring us more context?
Yes, in fact, Supriya Sule's tweet has come at the right time. What we see is that NCP leaders, several NCP leaders have gone and met the DGP. Now, over the last 1.5 weeks to 2 weeks, if we understand, in Mumbai itself, there are 3 such cases which have been reported. These 3 cases, in fact, pertain to one, the gruesome killing of the female whose beheaded body was found at Uttan. Secondly, we saw that just 2 days back, a rape and murder was reported in the posh area of Mumbai, that is at Marine Lines, at the hostel. In fact, the family has still gone to demand that there should be an FIR against the warden. This is a 3rd case in the last 1.5 week of a gruesome killing. Here, the woman's body has been chopped into several parts. The police are saying that they did not have any counts of it. In the aftermath of which we're seeing that Supriya Sule has put in this tweet. In fact, several of the NCP leaders are going to meet the DG Rajneesh Sheth today, demanding that all these crime against women should be looked into, because of course, like we spoke to several females yesterday, several students who are outside the hostel. We're speaking to them to understand what it feels like, what is the sense like when it comes to such crime against women. They believe that it is not safe for them. Some of the students whose friends were staying in the hostel, they were of the opinion that they did not feel safe anymore. And when it comes to such gruesome case, particularly this case could be likened to Shraddha Walkar case. Similarly, the body has been chopped into several parts. So here, when such cases are constantly reported, this is something that the opposition is raising as a contention against the government. Yes.
Yesha, can you just tell us, we've heard from multiple neighbors that they knew that the couple used to fight. But I just want to understand, had the woman at all made any previous complaint to police authorities, or had any kind of complaint come forward from neighbors about the noise from the arguments?
In fact, the neighbors we spoke to, there's the next door neighbors, they are of the opinion that there was no such fight. They have not really heard them. The doors used to be constantly locked, is what they're saying. The people were not really communicating. That is, the couple was not really communicating with anyone in their vicinity. They were staying there for 3 years. The victim used to be at home most of the times, whereas the accused, he was working. The neighbors do not really have any idea about the profession that he was in, what the female used to do. There are several such questions that have been raised.
Right.
Of course, police would now try to investigate this. As of now, there is no detail of any previous complaint that's been filed by the victim in this case.
Yesha, can I just ask you to stay with us? We're going to come back to you. Supriya Sule from the NCP was highlighting how there have been multiple such incidents take place in Maharashtra over the last few weeks, incidents of violence against women. We're going to move to one such story right now, the Mumbai hostel rape case, in which you remember an 18-year-old girl was allegedly raped and murdered by her watchman in the hostel. He is absconding as we speak. But remember, this is an incident that took place on Monday, in which her body was found in the hostel room Monday night. He died by suicide. So I'd like to correct myself by jumping in front of a running train within hours. Now, let's go over to my colleague Yesha for more details in this story. Yesha, I believe the parents of the victim's girl are at the Marine Line police station and they are making certain demands with the police before last rites can be carried out. Can you just tell us more?
So in this case, where we speak of the parents had for time and again, they kept telling the police that this act against their daughter is not justified. They would want police to act on it. In fact, the parents have now gone ahead and said that they want an FIR, they want serious action to be taken against warden and those involved in this case, because they believe that in case that there will be political pressure that will be put on police, the case would not work forward. And they've said that until and unless that the demands of these parents are not met, they would not take the victim's body from JJ hospital.